Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. And first up, we have Muhammad Ali. 6'3" tall, the best to ever do it. And he'll be facing Jack Johnson, 200 pounds with a reach of 74 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Watch the footwork, watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali. You're looking at Jack, the Galveston Giant Johnson, one of the most important athletes in the history of sports. Has there ever been a more influential character in all of the sweet science?
It'll be ding-ding from first bell, they're off.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Galveston, Texas, presenting the legendary first African-American heavyweight champion, please welcome the renowned heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Galveston Giant, introducing Jack Johnson.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup, and here we go. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Good right hand. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, he is glad to... And there's the bell to start round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
that jab doesn't quite connect. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. The straight right just misses. Right hook just missed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. From this
Switching off. I needed to switch back.
There's the bell to start round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's why the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round.
Go out there.
And there's the bell to start round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. How about that time counter shot? When are we going to see a jab from these two? Missed with that right uppercut. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Talk about
Good man.
time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. It's bombs away. Hook misses. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round.
What are you doing?
At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need him. Let's start the 6th. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he scores with the counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. What would you...
breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself out. Come on. Breathe. I need you to...
Here we go. It's round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well done with that counter shot. Right hook just missed. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. That counter shot length. You can see there's blood, and the referee's going to take a good look at it. So time back in. Let's keep fighting. They exchange punches. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round.
Fight that round. That's the
Round 8, and we're off again. And we're back. What does this round have in store for us?
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into a shot, and that's the last thing you want.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with the jab. So much firepower here. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. That cut is going to...
Don't be looking there for
And there's the bell for round 9. Can it get any better? What a round we just saw.
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they had to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. Just missed with that jab. The jab can't find a home. He threw a punch and just got countered. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, the cut man's got some work.
Fight's not over yet.
It's round 10. What a fight it has been so far. Wonder what we're going to see in this round.
What a round. What have they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. What a stunner. Jack Johnson goes to the canvas. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
A lot of effort being exerted here. That counter punch caught him clean. That counter shot lands. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. You got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to...
He gave it time already.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
It's all offense all the time. You'd like to see more jabs. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Catch and shoot. Just missed with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. That cut is good.
Needs to go back out there.
And there's the bell to start round 12. What a round we just saw. Let's see what we've got in store for us here.
What a round. I'm exhausted. They must be absolutely shattered. What could you tell a man when he comes back to the corner? You need the instructions to be simple, precise. Don't befuddle them because they're just shattered.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Oh, and a shot from the heavens sends him to the canvas. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to...
That cut is in a very bad place. The referee might stop it here.
Too much to fight until.
And yep, that's going to do it.
I think the referee forgot until all of a sudden, yeah, you know what, I better do my job here.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
Just like another like TKO, it's Teddy Pendergrass over. TKO is spot on.